This video is sponsored by Audible. A few months back I made a video on my problems with Pixar and it left a lot of people thinking, wow, this dude really hates Pixar, which couldn't be further from the truth. Pixar is one of, if not my favorite company working in film, because of how consistently amazing and fun their films have been over the past 2 decades. I've seen practically every movie they've put out. I got the short films on DVD, I read Creativity Inc., I got the Pixarpedia for Pete's sake. I'm a big fan. That being said, I often get asked what my favorite Pixar film is, to which I say, Cars 2. I'm just kidding, it's The Incredibles. Other gems include Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Up, WALL-E, and don't get me wrong, these are also some of the best movies to ever be put on the screen. But if we're talking about a movie that truly defines the idea behind Pixar, it's gotta be The Incredibles. I believe The Incredibles is Pixar at its best because it truly shows off their creativity and the potential of animation to the max. Let me backtrack a little. Pixar is to me more than a company. It's a way of thought. It's a new approach to filmmaking. Pixar looks at animation not as a tool but as a door into an infinite amount of creative ideas. It's cool seeing the lives of fish and toys, it's awesome to see a robot with so much heart, and I mean, who doesn't love a good house in the sky? But seeing what Pixar can do with humans, now that's what's interesting. When they focus on humans, it becomes of course relatable because, we're human, but where I think they truly capture your attention are the situations. Pixar didn't have everyday human perspective prior to this. You had the perspective of toys, you had the perspective of monsters, bugs, and fish. In The Incredibles, you have these scenes in boring office buildings, schools, suburban homes, things that typically don't excite us and seem unchangeable. Pixar takes this dullness and makes it exciting. They say, look at how ridiculous Bob looks in this car. Look at what would happen if you did this at the dinner table. Look at this cliche marriage moment done with superpowers. They show the potential for creativity and imagination in everyday lives. Now, you could argue, well, that's just because they have superpowers. Does this mean that live action movies that utilize CGI are also at this level? Well, not really. The superpowers are a part of it, of course, but it's the way they use them that separates it from other superhero films. The powers are used in more than just the battle scenes, referring back to the dinner table scene as being a perfect example. Their powers aren't just like cool weapons that they can use, they're part of their personalities. Now, let's talk about the actual powers. This is where things get spicy. Every decision Pixar makes is intentional. They think long and hard about every part of the story, and with that being said, it's worth looking at why they chose these powers. You got the power to be strong, flexible, fast, invisible, and to transform. I'm excluding Frozone and Syndrome for the sake of the analysis and keeping things within the family. These are pretty surface level powers because these are traits that all of us wish we had sometimes. You can't tell me you haven't been in one situation where you wish you had one of these powers. What I love about this movie is that even with these powers that to us seem like they would make life a million times easier, this family still goes through some major issues. Even with a last name like Incredible, the Incredibles are still flawed. This film takes away all ego with being super or being better than others and says to the viewer that it doesn't matter how many superpowers you have or what you were given in life because at the end of the day we're all humans and we all go through our own stuff. That's why I love Pixar and that's why I feel this is their best film. Their films before this were Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Bug's Life, and Monsters Inc. All great movies, but The Incredibles was the first one that really said, hey listen, these films ain't just for kids, you feel? The Incredibles embodies the idea of utilizing something with so much creative freedom like animation to fully capture the hearts of anyone who sits down and watches this movie. And with all this being said, I feel safe saying that The Incredibles is quite possibly the best animated movie ever made. Besides this guy. Hello, what is up guys? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit of a short one, but I had a great time putting it together and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Before you head out, I want to give a quick thank you to this week's sponsor, Audible. Now, usually I'm not the one to directly reach out to a brand or anything like that, but this one felt a little bit special. My New Year's resolution this year was to read a little bit more, whether that be just normal reading or even just listening to books. And I have to say, Audible is the best service out there if you want to listen to books. After a long day, you just want to get home, lay on the couch, turn on your phone, and listen to a good book. It's super accessible, and if you have the membership, you can get 1 free audiobook a month, you have exclusive sales, and you get 30% off regularly priced books. I use it, my friends use it, and we all really enjoy it. It's a great service. As of recent, I have been listening to Call Me By Your Name. I know a lot of you guys liked the movie, I certainly did, and I have to say the narrated version by Armie Hammer is it's just a whole nother experience. You have to check it out. It's a great service, and the best part about it all is you can get a free book and a 30-day free trial if you go to the website audible.com/Karsten, that's Karsten, or you text Karsten to 500 500. So again, you can either go to the website audible.com/Karsten, Karsten, or text the code Karsten to 500-500. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys check out Audible, and I will see you guys in the next one.